Hi, Ironbound Jim. Welcome to Taiji Chuan and Qigong with me. My name is Stan Rockwell. Going to be playing Taiji and Qigong. They don't back any game or any sport. So the goal is to have fun with it. Remember that Chinese principle of Wu Wei, which is similar to the Western concept of flow, where you don't try so hard. You make your way into it, relax your way into it. So start by getting your posture and your balance and your breathing. I had a friend the other day say he notices folks tends to go off. And I think a lot of it has to do with how we carry ourselves, whether we're standing or sitting. And just maybe during the day, time to time, just take notice and see if you're in balance, if you're in harmony with gravity. When you're driving is a good time to do that, to see if you're up here around the wheel, or if you're back with the back of your head near the headrest. So have your feet and your shoulders lined up outside of your feet, outside of your feet and outside of your shoulders. Your feet are about shoulder width apart and as parallel as you can get them. And as evenly balanced on each foot as you can, and that's left, right, front, and back. So you can kind of sway around a little bit and just settle right down into the middle where you feel nice and balanced. You want to have yourself as firmly connected to the earth as you can. So you pay attention to how the bottoms of your feet feel as they connect. Make sure your knees are lined up with your toes. So if you need to raise your arches up so your knees are pointed in the same direction as your toes, go ahead and do that. And make sure, even if we step out like this knee is going to be behind the toe. You never have your knee go beyond the end of your toes. So our foundation is going to be an invisible line around the outsides of our feet. Everything inside that rectangle is our foundation. And we want to be as centered over that as we can. And even as our feet move, that line stays there. So even in this position, if I drop a line from that crown chakra down through middle of my throat, middle of my body, through the perineum, it should hit. I've got most of my weight in this back foot, so it'll hit closer to there, but it's still within that line around the feet. I'm not leaning outside of it. So that way I'm less likely to fall over. You do want to have a line attached to that bow weight, pulling you straight up, lifting you upwards, lifting the back of your head, tucking your chin in a little bit, stretching you, making you taller, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other, tailbone drops down, hips move back a little bit. Flattens out your stomach and lower back. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just relax into whatever feels best for you. Again, you adapt this to your body and how you're feeling at this moment. Not like on your best moment. It's just how you're feeling right now. Tops of your hips parallel to the floor. Tops of your shoulders parallel to the floor, and relax down a center line. Imaginary line across your eyes and ears is parallel to the floor, so your head's not tilted to the front, to the back, to the sides. So again, drop that line, go straight in through the middle of your body. It's right in the middle of that foundation. And then focus on your breath. Inhale through your nose, down to your diaphragm, feel an expansion all the way around. There's a 70% rule in all of this. You do 70% of whatever you're capable of at this moment, and as the moments go by, that 70% will increase naturally on its own. And that way, hopefully you stay injury-free. As you exhale, you pull the pelvic floor up. Move as much air out as you can, so on the next inhale, more air can come in. hands out to your sides, by your hips. And just breathe. Have some softness in your knees. One hand comes up, and don't worry about left and right, either one, it doesn't matter. But you're going to push to the corner. As you do, your knees are going to bend a little bit. There's an extension in the arm. Remember that principle of sung we've talked about many times. It's an exhale out and an inhale back. Sung is that expansion and contraction of the joints. You never fully extend or fully compress a joint. Again, so it reduces the risk of injury. In the martial part of it, it also increases the power. If you lock a joint, it's more easily injured. It's easier to control the person when their joints are locked. And there's a Chinese martial art called Jin Na. It's all about joint locking. We don't want to do that to ourselves. Come back to the center and breathe. Arm comes up like you're looking off into the distance, sweeps down. It's an inhale and an exhale. Your hands come down. Your hand that comes down goes over top the other hand. Arms float up so that the other hand is on top, and you rotate at the hips to that side. Arms come down. Hand goes underneath. Back to the center. Come up. Same thing on the other side. It's an inhale and an exhale. Got a little bit of a breeze up in the trees. I'm right close by an oak tree, so there's acorns falling. Sometimes pretty close by. This time when you come back to the center, interlace your fingers, hands come up like you're pressing upwards, and again you keep softness in the elbows, come up on your toes, if you can. If you can't do something, you just visualize yourself doing it. Down, one side, arc, other side, and down. It's an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One of the other things you can do if you're working on getting into that relaxation response is you breathe. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And when you exhale, just sigh. With that sound, you let whatever tension is inside, whatever tightness is inside, just flow out with that sound and dissipate, and it just goes away. When your hands come down this time, just let one come over. Remember the dantian's upper, middle, and lower. This hand is right above the line of the lower dantian, and the other hand is just below it. So you're holding a ball in front of your abdomen. Hands float up. As they do, the lower hand rotates side, and then reverse, do the same thing on the other side. It's an inhale and an exhale. Hands come back down like you're again holding a ball, but this time your hands are on the sides instead of the tops and the bottoms. There's a bend in the knees, so they're nice and soft. Rotate at the hips, hands come up, and then it's like pulling down. It's an inhale and an exhale. Hands come up, drop back, elbows drop, open and close. Just making a circle, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Make fists, pull back, look to one side. Inhale and exhale. Hands drop down, fingers faces, hands rise, hands rotate. So it's like again you're pressing upwards and they come down. Fingertips face and hands rotate so fingers point forward and they make that circle around and down. It's an inhale and an exhale. Balance everything out. Back to the center. So let your shoulders relax. Arms come up. Hands are palm down on the way out, palm up on the way back. And a little bit of a bend in the knees, a little bit more on the way towards the center, so you're actually kind of rising and falling a little bit. Balance everything out. And you turn, you put one hand, palm out over kidney, have your feet a little further apart, and the other arm goes across your body. Then it sweeps across, palm out. It reaches down like it's grabbing clean water, and it comes up and runs down that arm across into the kidney, and stagnant energy flows out and down and away. Exhale. Inhale. Just try to make the movements like you're moving through water. So there's a gentle resistance. And then we just trade sides. Balance it out. Feet come back. Remember there's two versions of shoulder width. Outside the feet, outside the shoulders. Inside the feet, outside the shoulders. We're coming back to the narrower one. And we're doing a version of 5 elements. So we've done metal, water. The next is wood, which looks like we've done repulsed monkey. It's similar to that, except you don't go all the way back like that. You keep your hands in here. And the breath is 3 of these is an inhale, and then the next 3 is an exhale. So we'll begin. You notice there's a little bit of a with the hips when you're doing that one too. Let's balance everything out again. After wood comes fire, so your arms come up just like you're going to hold the ball. And at various points when we've talked about Yang style, we talked about Fair Maiden working the shuttles, or Jade Lady works the shuttles. Hands are very similar on this. You're going to shift your weight to one side, and a hand on the other side is going to go palm out with the fingers facing forward, and you push to that corner as you exhale, and then you inhale, push to the other corner. This is fire. Fire is associated with heart energy, so it's like pushing energy across the heart. Balance it all out. And fire gives rise to earth. Arms come up, hands go out, and it's like you have sort of a diamond shape in front. Hands come up, so there's a little bit of a bend in the knees, so you can have your shoulders nice and relaxed, and you're looking up towards the heavens through that window. And you shift your weight to one side. Exhale. Inhale to the center. And exhale. Balance everything out. Your hands near your thighs. They come up. Hips go back so you keep your head over your foundation. As the hands come down, they turn so the backs of the hand meet down, fingers near the ground. Picture a tree growing up. Hands turn when they get to that middle dantian, and they turn so the palms are facing when they get to the upper dantian, and they open out just like a tree growing up. And again, that's one of the elements. It's wood. Wood gives rise to fire. Fire leaps out. So you come up, shift your weight to one side, rotate on the heel on the other side, push like the flames coming out, and back. This is a very short 5 elements. You can do multiples of each one if you want when you're doing this on your own. Back down, fire gives rise to earth, so one hand comes underneath the other. You press up, turn your hands, press down, and again you sink a little bit when you do it. Hands separate, and then the other hand's underneath, comes up and down. Let's balance everything out after that one. That was close. Next one is metal. Shift your weight over, backs of the hands come together. Shifting the foot on that side. As you come back to the center, palms turn to face each other. And other side. Metal gives rise to water, so just like waves, you go down as your hands come up. Balance everything out 3 times. Hands come back. So your fingers are facing. Shoulders nice and relaxed. In another version of 5 elements. This is the earth position. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Earth gives rise to metal. Hands come up for open and close. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come back to earth. Metal gives rise to water. Water flows down. Again, keep your head over your foundation so your hips go back. You're not leaning forward. 70% of your range of motion, you exhale down and inhale up. Water gives rise to wood. You rotate your hands, fingers forward. You make that big circle up as you exhale. Inhale. Back to earth. Rotate on that center axis just from the hips up. Everything from the hips down stays nice and still. Left hand is in front of the left hip, so the right hand comes across and over on top. So you're going to do a kind of a on its side, open and close, but like a bellows. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate to the other side. As you do, you keep your palms facing. Inhale. Exhale. Back to the center, hands come up, and it's a massage down the back. And again, you can spend some extra time massaging the kidneys if you want. Backs of the legs, down onto the feet, up the front. If you want, you can kind of get your hands nice and warm by rubbing them together. There's a couple places. First, you put them over the kidneys. You just try to heat those up a little bit. Massage them around a little bit. And then, same thing. And over the eyes. And just let that warmth relax all the muscles around your eyes. And there's another kind of version of this where you kind of, I'm going to have a tough time doing it with the microphone on, but you wash your face. Again, relaxing all the muscles in your face, and you can kind of do a scalp massage. Remember we talked about it before, the vagus nerve, polyvagal theory, how we emotionally regulate each other with the ventral vagal in the front. We get cues from other people through their facial expressions, body language, and we sort of, without even thinking about it, kind of interact in an emotional sort of way. So we're relaxing the muscles in the face. We'll do 5 treasures. So you're back in that earth position. The first is ocean wave breathing. So you're breathing with your whole body. So it's like an expansion and contraction of the waves. It's an inhale and an exhale. Hands get a little higher each time. From earth to bringing up, from the waves, ocean wave breathing to bringing up energy from the earth. Hands come down. Again, you keep your head over your foundation, hips go back, grabbing energy, bringing it up. Exhale down, inhale up. And then you catch starlight. So you make a hook hand. You bring your fingertips together. Remember we talked about Chin Na? That's one of the motions for Chin Na. You put it at the base of your spine. Feet a little bit further apart in. Toe towards the corner. Hand out like you're saying stop. You start low and work your way up. Exhale, inhale, and then back down. We bounce it out, do the same thing on the other side. And then back down. Bringing in chi to the heart heart energy. Rotate your hands, fingers forward, hips go back, hands go back, and they curl like that. And they reach out, grab, pull in as you inhale, exhale. In reverse. Bringing down Tian Qi, Qi from the heavens. Inhale up, exhale down. Bring your arms around in front. Get yourself in a nice horse riding stance with your shoulders nice and relaxed. Just relax. Breathe at your own pace. Make the exhale last longer than the inhale. Balance everything out. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, healthy, and well. And remember to practice. You can replay these videos anytime you want. And give it a go. Remember, you can practice posture, balance, and breathing anytime, anywhere. And you don't need a form for that. Just pay attention to where you are in space, the feedback you're getting from your feet and your body as to how balanced you are. Body scans for any tightness anywhere. Breathe into it, let it soften, and practice breathing from down here. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.